Sorry about that little sneeze. Just sneeze, everyone. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Go to the room, put some hand sanitizer on, and sneeze my hands. So I'll say good afternoon to all you wrestling fans, all you watching this video. It's 2:24 right now, where I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm here to give all of you my wrestling history and wrestling birthdays for today, June the 13th. So Monday, June 13th, 2022. Okay, no sports today, no pop culture, just wrestling, wrestling history and sports. But before I get to the wrestling history and sports, I want to tell you what I just heard. I heard that the WWE is making some changes, as always. There's gonna be Extreme Rules in October, which is bullshit, and pay-per-views in November. Two pay-per-views in November: Crown Jewel and Survivor Series 2022. And no pay-per-view, no pay-per-view in December. Wow. Man, they do not know what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing at all. That's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And I mean, and it's the same thing what they're doing now with SummerSlam and Money in the Bank and shit, and this this event was going to take place in England called Crown Cradle, something like that. It was called. I forgot what it's called. And I also hear about some about Jeff Hardy being arrested again, driving under the influence, another DUI. And what is going on with Jeff Hardy? Is he trying to? I mean, he's really violating his probation. I don't know why he keeps doing some stupid shit. He keeps on getting arrested. It's the same shit he did when he was in WWE when he got arrested. And now he's doing. And now he just came to AEW. Now he just does some stupid shit again. I don't know what's going on with Jeff Hardy. I don't know what was up with him, but he's really violating his probation. Stupid. But let's move on to something like that, and let me go on to my today's history and birthdays, wrestling history and birthdays. Okay, start with some wrestling birthdays today. Um, Wait, let me get my calculator. Okay, today is a happy. Oh, let me see. Today's a happy 29th birthday to Alan Nedry, better known as renamed Kenny Williams, Scottish pro wrestler currently signed to WWE, where he performs on the NXT UK. Today is a happy 39th birthday to Jason Hendricks. Today's happy 40th birthday to Mexican wrestler El Popo, and today is also a happy 43rd birthday to William Jason Massengale, American pro wrestler, better known by his ring name Jason Cross. And today is also a happy 46th birthday to Aaron Rodriguez, American pro wrestler, better known by his ring name Cico Delico Jr. Rodriguez is the son of Celadico, nephew of Mil Mascaras and Dos Caras, and the cousin of Alberto Del Rio. His real name is Don Carras Jr. Today is also a happy 48th birthday to Nicholas Pasviero, American pro wrestler, better known by his real name Biggie Biggs. And today is a happy 49th birthday to Larry Brunberg, his real name Larry Destiny. And today is also a happy 53rd birthday to Glenn Roof, better known by his real name Mosh of the Headbangers in the WWE. And JD, I know JD's not going to like this. If he's watching this video, he's not going to like this at all. He's not going to like this. Today is the happy. He's not going to like this little themes, the theme song of this wrestler's name that I'm about to hear. Today's the happy 62nd birthday to Jacques Rougeau Jr., very known by his ring name, the Mountie in the WWE. Well, I'm not gonna sing the song. I'm not, JD. If you're watching this video, I'm not gonna sing the theme song because I know you hate that theme song, the Mountie theme song. I know you hate that theme song. And today would have been the happy 63rd birthday of Audie Leon Hager. Yes, he would have been 63 today. Today's brand known by the ring name Eon Leon Hager. American pro wrestler brand known by his ring names Danny Fargo and Dan Greer. Hager also worked for the World Wrestling Council as El Mamio, worked in Mexico. Today's a happy 71st birthday to Antonio Hipólito Peña. Today would have been a happy 71st birthday to Antonio Hipólito Peña Hera, a Mexican wrestler from AAA. He died on October 5th, 2006. Very tragic passing. I don't know what he died of. And today also would have been a happy 72nd birthday to Christopher J. Taylor, better known as his ring name Christopher Taylor. He died on June 30th, 1979. Tragic passing. And today also would have been a happy 79th birthday to Otto Wanz, Austrian pro wrestler and boxer. And today also would have been a happy 83rd birthday to Siegfried Fischbach from Siegfried and Roy. And I think he made some wrestling appearances, I think, on TV, television, I believe, yeah. So he died on January 13, 2021, 1 year ago today. I miss Siegfried, and I miss his friend, Roy. Very sad passing. They lost both of them, Siegfried and Roy. Good musicians, the best. One of the greatest musicians of all time. May they rest in peace. And today is also a happy today would have been a happy 95th birthday to Herbert G. Larson. Brandon was named Herb Larson. He's a Canadian wrestler. He died on September 2nd, 2010. Place of death is unknown. Yeah, he died on my birthday, the day I turned 20, 22. Yep, 22. And today is also a happy 60th birthday to Michael Jones, better known as ringing Virgil in the WWE. He's was manager of the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. He's also in WCW Party NWO and currently works for AEW under the ring name Soul Train Jones. And here's some. Let's go to some today's. Here's some today's wrestling history. Okay, on this day, 1932, in Brooklyn, New York, at the Coney Island Stadium, it was postponed. It was actually postponed due to bad weather. A match card, and no results available. It was postponed due to bad weather. But here was the match card that happened on this day in 1932. Carlos Henriquez versus August Benkirk. George Lasagne versus Mike Chaplin. And on this day in 1932 in Staten Island, New York, at the Miller Field Arena, Ed Strangler Lewis defeated Xander Szabo. Ralph Wilson defeated Cy Williams. Steve Zanoski and Jack Burke fought in the third time limit draw. Tiny Roebuck and Fonka Zelzan fought in the draw. Leo Paniski and George Hangen fought in the draw. On this day, 1962, in Waterbury, New York, it got canceled, but the match was scheduled was Antonio Rocca versus Soki Baba. And on this day, 1962, in Austin, Minnesota, in Minkuson Park, promoted by AWA, Pat O'Connor versus Bob Geagle, 2 out of 3 falls match. Doug Gilman versus Thor Hingen, 2 out of 3 falls match. And Joe Scarpello versus Jackie Nicholas. On this day in 1972 in Dallas, Texas, at the Dallas, Texas, from WCCW, Red Bastion defeated Stan Stasiak, Guy vs. Soul. Johnny Valentine defeated Dean Ho. Really Red Lions and Tommy Zuda and Mike York and Frank Monty fought in the draw. George Scott and Pedro Godoy fought in the draw. Jose Lothario and Patrick Gringo fought in the draw. Jose Lothario defeated Patrick Gringo. On this day, 1972, Macon, Georgia, the Macon Coliseum promoted by Georgia Championship Wrestling. On the match card, John Sullivan, the Avenger versus Beppo, Carl von Strahan, Rocket Monroe versus Cisco Grimaldo, Macon Tag Team title match, the Assassins versus Keo Tiki and Egg Magol for the title. NWA World Heavyweight title match, Dory Funk and Bob Armstrong went to a draw. Funk Jr. retained the title. On this day, 1982, in Minneapolis television from AWA, the immortal Hulk Hogan defeated Herman Schaefer. Nick Botwinkel defeated Willie Wilson. Ray Stevens defeated Tom Zone. Bugs Holmes defeated Nacho Barra. Sergeant Goulet and Sonny Rogers defeated Sonny Rogers. And on this day, 1982, the Green Bay, Wisconsin, at the Brown County's Veteran Memorial Arena, from by AWA, handicap match. Hulk Hogan defeated Nick Bockwinkel and Bobby the Brain Heenan when Hulk picked Ben Bockwinkel. Sergeant Jacques Goulet defeated Buck Zonholm via pinfall. Baron Von Rush defeated Sheik Adnan via pinfall. Rick Tamar Martel defeated Tom Zone. Sheik Adnan defeated Woody Wilson via pinfall. And one fan gang. That was the Martel and Stone match was originally scheduled as a tag team bout. Martel, Brad Winigans versus Tom Stone, Iron Duke. On this day in 1982, we lost a WWE Hall of Famer. His name is High Chief Peter Maivia. He was the paternal grandfather of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, part of the famous Onoa family. He also promoted the National Wrestling Alliance. Yep, he died 40 years ago today. And his grandson, The Rock, inducted him into the Hall of Fame. God rest his soul, Peter Maivia. And then we have another wrestling death that happened took place 40 years ago today. Jose Ricardo Gattoni, Baron Gattoni died of heart failure. And in Argentina, born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Place of death was unknown. Very tragic passing. Baron Gattoni, Baron. He was born on November 12th, 1919, and he died 103. He was 103. 103 years old. He died. No, I think he was. I think he was 102 when he died. Yeah, yeah. On this day, 1932, in Instant, Alabama Sex High School Gymnasium, Paul Jones was promoted by Georgia Championship Wrestling. El Mongol versus Pete Martin, Mr. Wrestling the second versus Chick Donovan, Kevin Sullivan and Bob Armstrong, Tommy Rich and Leroy Brown versus Bud Sawyer and Super Destroy by disqualification. On this day, 1982, an Adventurous Memorial, promoted by the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE World Wrestling Entertainment, in New Haven, Connecticut. Charlie Fulton defeated Lawrence Sochi. Sway Hansen defeated Frank Williams. Greg Hammer Valentine defeated Rick McGraw. Blackjack Logan defeated Steve Travis. The Strongbow Boys defeated WWE Tag Team Champions Mr. Fuji, Mr. Saito via disqualification. And Andre Giant defeated Adrian Adonis. On this day, 1982, promoted the World Wrestling Federation on WWE at the William McColl's Youth and Civic Center in Southport, Maryland. Jose Estrada defeated JJ Dillon. Black Demon defeated Pete Sanchez. Special Larry Jones defeated Johnny Ross. Women's champion, the Fabulous Moolah and Sensational Charity defeated Judy Martin and Penny Mitchell. Tony Ellis defeated Jesse Ventura. Jimmy Superfly Snuka defeated Tony Gurria. Ivan Putski defeated Bob Warren Jr. via countout. Now, on this day in 1992 on WCW Pro, on the match card, no results available. Johnny B. Bad versus George South. Steve Williams versus Terry Gordy versus Jerry Maggs and Terry Brunson from WCW Saturday Night on May 23rd, 1992. Super Invader, we know, was late Hercules Hernandez versus Bobby Barker. Marcus Alexander Bagwell, we know, was Buff Bagwell versus DDP Diamond Dallas Page. Big Josh, we know, was Dalton the Clown in WWE. Late, his real name was Matt Bourne, God versus Soul, versus up against Greg Valentine. I wonder if he's related to. Yeah, Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now, this day in 1992, on WCW Worldwide, included the Williams Gordy versus Maggs Bronson match for the May 23rd episode of WCW Saturday Night on TBS. Bronson was defeated Jerry Faith with a sidewalk slam. The Invader with part of the race defeated Kevin Stone with a power bomb. And Stunning Stevie Austin, we know as Stone Cold Steve Austin with Paulie Dangerous, known as Paul Heyman, defeated WCW Tag Team Champion Barry Windham to win the title after hitting with a title belt. After the belt, Justin Ventura interviewed Paul E. to the podium, gloated about Austin's victory and talked about Jerry Players Bisco winning the Dangerous Alliance. The natural Dustin Rhodes defeated Mr. Hughes with a Bulldog. On this day in 1992 on WCW Power Hour, WCW TV champion Barry Windham versus Joe Cruz, the Super Invader versus Rick Ryder and Scott Allen handicap match. Vinny Gay Vegas, we know, Kevin Nash versus Scott Stanley. Sky Flamingo, as Raven, was really named Scott Levy, with JT Southern versus Johnny B. Bad, and Stunning Steve Austin versus Ron Simmons. Okay? And on this day, 1992, on WWE Superstars, hosted by the old piece of shit Vince McMahon and Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, featured an update segment showing highlights of The Ultimate Warrior and Papa Shango, who included the first vignette promoting the debut of Razor Ramon, as the late Scott Hall, God rest his soul. We're all been missing. Featured Mr. Perfect speaking to the injured Big Boss Man on the phone when Boss Man said he would be coming back soon. With Perfect thinking Boss Man was ridiculous and then hanging up on him, included Gene Okerlund conducting an empty arena interview with WWE champion the Macho Man Randy Savage, with Savage saying that he would do whatever it takes to keep his title after it was brought up that Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect and said Savage only won the title by bending the rules. The UK telecast included Gene Okerlund conducting an empty arena interview with WWE Tag Team Champion Randy Savage, in which he discussed his title events against the Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam. The UK version was also included on the announcement that WWE Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart defending against British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, and WWE Tag Team Champions Money Incorporated would face the Legion of Doom at SummerSlam '92. And that will show that will take place on August 29th at London's Wembley Stadium. Native American Tatanka defeated Barry Horowitz with a Samoan drop at 224. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels with a sensational Sherry defeated Greg Brown with a side suplex at 141. The Natural Disasters defeated Executions when Typhoon scored depending with a splash after a sit-down splash from the Earthquake at 234. The Mountie on his... I'm not gonna play that song for you, Jetty. I don't play that interesting song for you. It will drive you crazy. Yeah, this was a sturdy. Yeah, hold on. Hold on, wait. This was his. It was 32nd birthday to Mountie. I won't play that song for you, Jetty. I won't. The Mountie with Jimmy Hart defeated Bill Colby with a dropkick at 1:30:26. After the match, the Mountie threatened Colby with a shot stick until Colby ran backstage. Kamal with Harvey Whippleman and Kim Chi pinned Dale Whip at 1:26 with a splash to the back. El Matador Tito Santana defeated Mike Samples with a flying forearm at 1:27. And Nails defeated Ron Cumberledge via submission at 1:07 with a choke. After the match, Nails attacked Cumberledge with a nightstick, causing him to be taken backstage on a stretcher. This was Nails' in-ring debut. Okay. On WBF Body Stars, on this day 1992 on WBF Body Stars, just Vince talking BS about the WBF Championship tonight on pay-per-view. On this day, 1992, on Smoky Mountain Wrestling in Morristown, Tennessee, in East High School, Hector Guerrero pinned Joe Cazana. Dynamite Dixie defeated Killer Kyle. Robert Gibson pinned Jimmy Golden. Tim Horner defeated Buddy Landell. The Fultons defeated Jim Cornette and Smoky Mountain Tag Team Champion Tom Pritchard, that piece of shit Bruce Pritchard. Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Champion Brian Lee defeated the Dirty White Boy via disqualification, and Bull Bob Armstrong was a special referee for the bout. On this day, 1992, on WCW Saturday Night, featured footage opening of WCW Tag Team Champions Rick the Steiner Brothers facing Tatsumi Fujinami Itsuka at Wrestle War 92, including the opening segment in which Jim Ross introduced Bill Wallace as the new WCW Vice President of Wrestling Operations, who served as co-host for the show. This was Watts' debut. Future comments from Watson, in which he said WCW wasn't going to be a Macabray cartoon, he was going to enforce the rules. Watson said he called Ole Anderson and asked him to become a special senior referee to make sure wrestlers were obeying the rules. Anderson then appeared wearing a referee shirt and said he was going to make sure law and order was enforced, and as the fans were about to see the best wrestling of their life. Watts then said there would be no more planning outside around ringside. Included a segment hosted by Bischoff and Lance Russell regarding the Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham versus Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, and Marcus Alexander, Bagwell, and Tom Zink versus U.S. champion Ravishing Rick Rude and WCW TV champion Stunning Steve Austin, with Stone Cold Steve Austin matches during the NWA Tag Team Title Tournament as part of Clash of Champions, with promos from Paul E. Dangerously, Rhodes, Windham, Anderson, and Eaton, and Rude and Austin. It was noted they would recap the 4 C's the following week, featuring a segment of the WCW magazine hosted by Bishop. It was announced coming off the top rope and running wrestlers heads up with the ring post and barricade. As a result of the disqualification was footage. Disqualification footage was then shown of Medusa, Missy Hyatt's confrontation during the previous week's show was followed by Johnny B. Bad, Johnny B. Bad would MC the bikini contest between the two women at Beach Blast 92. Bischoff then said the WCW's World Champion Sting was enjoying a strong lead in the magazine's Sexiest Wrestler contest. Included a promo by Rude alongside Medusa regarding his 30-minute Iron Man match with Ricky Steamboat and Beach Blast, during which Rude said he had been the best since 1972. At least not for sleeping purposes, featured a closing announcement that Dusty Rhodes will be part of next week's broadcast. Natural Dusty Rhodes defeated Tracy Smothers with a Bulldog at 2:17. Ron Simmons defeated Chris Sullivan. The Super Invader pinned Johnny Rich. WCW Champion Sting defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a non-title match. And WCW Champions, the Steiner Brothers, defeated Arn Anderson and Stunning Steve Austin, known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, with Paul E. Dangerously, we know as Paul Heyman, in a non-title match. And this was Ole Anderson's debut as referee. And on this day in 1992, WBF Championship took place and was the worst event on pay-per-view by that old piece of shit Vince McMahon. And on this day in 1992, in Anchorage, Alaska, Sullivan Arena, Tito's promoted by the World Wrestling Federation of WWE World Wrestling Entertainment in Anchorage, Alaska. Sullivan at the Sullivan Arena, over 1,300 in attendance. El Mato or Tito Santana defeated Barry Horowitz, Silver Colonel Mustafa. That was the Iron Sheik. Nails defeated Virgil. Rick DeMar Martel defeated the Native American Tonka via countout. The British Bulldog Dave Boy Smith defeated Repo Man. Earthquake defeated WWE Tag Team Champion. IRS the bout was scheduled as a Natural Disasters versus IRS and Ted DiBiase, but DiBiase missed the show. The Undertaker defeated the Berserker, and WWE Champion the Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Ric Flair via disqualification. On this day in 1992, over 6,500 were in attendance in Oakland, California, in the Coliseum promoted by the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE. Rush defeated Skinner. Kerry Von Erich defeated Kato. The Mounting, no, JD doesn't want to hear that, defeated Sergeant Slaughter via countout. Legion Doom defeated the Beverly Brothers. Nasty Boys defeated Owen Hart and Coca Beer, we know as Higher Energy. Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Shawn Michaels. The Ultimate Warrior defeated Papa Shango via disqualification. On this day in 1992, the WBF Fitness Expo in Long Beach, California took place at the arena, but it lasted from June 14, 1992, included appearances from the Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart, Sergeant Slaughter, and the Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich. And on this day in 1993, King of the Ring 93 took place at the Dayton, Ohio Center, at another center. 8,000 were sold out, and 7,000 were paid on pay-per-view. And aired on pay-per-view. Papa Shango defeated Owen Hart. pay-per-view bouts include Jim Ross, featured Jim Ross, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Bobby Brain Heenan on commentary. King of the Ring quarterfinals. Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Razor Ramon in 10-27 by reversing a suplex off the top and landing on top for the win. King of the Ring quarterfinals. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig defeated Mr. Hughes with Harvey Whippleman via disqualification at 5:59 when Hughes hit Perfect with the Undertaker's urn. King of the Ring quarterfinals. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Hacksaw Jim Duggan. King of the Ring quarterfinals. Native American Tatanka fought Lex Luger to a 15-minute time limit draw. And King of the Ring semifinals. Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig at 18:55. And Yokozuna with Mr. Perfect defeated WWE Champion Hulk Hogan to win the title. And this was Hogan's last TV appearance on the WWE on for only 9 years. And the Smoking Guns, the Steiners, and the Steiners defeated the Head Shrinkers, WWE Tag Team Champions, Money Incorporated, Ted DiBiase and Ted DiBiase and IRS. When Billy Gunn pinned DiBiase with an inside cradle. Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels with Diesel defeated Crush. And King of the Ring finals, Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Bam Bam Bigelow at 18-18 with a victory roll after kicking Bigelow in the face. And Jerry Lawler interrupted his coronation and attacked him with a scepter at the throne, and Hart referred him as Burger King. And on this day in 2002 on SmackDown, included Vince McMahon officiating contract signed between Triple H and The Undertaker for world title match at the King of the Ring 2002. Moments after, Triple H demanded the match for The Undertaker that night, fending off Billy Gunn, smashing a number of monitors, and threatening to destroy a video camera until Vince McMahon returned to ringside and made a main event tag team match with Triple H and Undertaker on opposing teams. Then the King of the Ring qualifying match, Test defeated Cruiserweight Champion the Hurricane. Jamie Noble and Nidia cost him the match. And King of the Ring qualifying match, Hardcore Hollow defeated Tajiri. Billy Kidman and Val Venis defeated Chris Jericho and Lance Storm. Farouk defeated Devon Dudley. WWE Women's Champion Trish Stratus and Linda Miles defeated Ivory and Jackie when Trish pinned Ivory with a bulldog. And WWE Champion The Undertaker and Kurt Angle defeated Triple H via DQ. And on this day in 2002, MTV airs its final episode of Tough Enough 2 called Who Will Be Crowned Tough Enough Champion. Cast included WWE Tough Enough Champion number 1, Maven, Nidia, Chris N.I., Darryl Taylor, Victoria, Greg, Sharrick, Josh, and Jason. And the cast of Tough Enough 2, Linda, Jackie, Jesse, Kenny, Jake, Pete, Matt, Robert, Danny, Aaron, Alicia, Hawk, and Annie get together for a WWE Tough Enough reunion. Now, this day in 2012 on NXT featured Josh Message from Real and Regal on commentary, including an ad promoting WWE's YouTube content featuring an ad promoting the next group of NXT stars for the following week. Included Visionette on Bo Dallas, who will make his NXT debut the following week, featured Visionette on Richie Steamboat, son of WWE Hall of Famer Ricky Dragon Steamboat, who will make his NXT debut the following week. Tyler Reese and Kurt Hawkins defeated Percy Watkins and Derek Bateman around the 14-minute mark, and Reeks pinned Bateman with an overhead backbreaker into a fist first slam. Caitlyn defeated Natty Blonde Bitch with a roll-up, and the Usos defeated Johnny Curtis and Michael McGillicuddy, we know as Curtis Axel, son of the WWE Hall of Famer Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, at around the 14-minute mark when Jimmy pinned McGillicuddy with a splash off the top. Okay, so that's my little wrestling history and birthdays for today. For Monday, June 13th, Monday, June 13, 2022. Subscribe me, hit like, make comment my video. I'm the Godfather of Soul, Justin Lewis Fleming. And hope all of you have a good Monday. Peace. I'm out of here.